Hello everybody, my name is SuperSP and welcome back to another stream. Today we're back with some more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. In the last part, we found out the truth about everything, about the secret to the outside world, about apparently this does connect to Danganronpa 1. I don't know if it's connected to Danganronpa 2. I didn't see anything about Danganronpa 2 at all in the mention of this, so in the mention of the finding out the truth. Found out Kokichi is apparently the overall leader, but we also found a body. We don't know if this is Kokichi or Kaito. And that's where we're going to investigate. So let's investigate. First of all, the hydraulic press. With a bit of clothing. There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. In that case, the victim must be... I don't want to do it, but I have to raise the press to inspect the body. Whew, this is going to be ugly. These controls move the hydraulic press. It can go up, down, and stop. I should be able to raise the up button to raise the press to check the body. I don't want to see a crushed body, no matter who it is, but I have to do it.
Alright.
I have to know. I made up my mind, took a breath, and pressed the button. It's not moving. I pressed the button a few more times, but the press still wouldn't move.
Why?
It moved when I pressed it last time. Looking around the press, I found... the power cord is cut. I see, there's no power, so the hydraulic press won't move. This can't be a coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprit. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. I'm honestly a little relieved, but I shouldn't say that out loud. I should take another look at the controls. There must be some clue here. In addition to the control buttons, there's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly if you used this.
Well,
if the culprit were planning this murder, they'd have no use for it. Oh yeah, the safety function, I forgot about it. What concerns me more is the safety function. That's right, this hydraulic press should have had a safety function. If the infrared sensor detects a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Kibo tried it before. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have stopped the press automatically. Stop automatically, huh? The hydraulic press is down and there's blood in the area. If we use this to load... okay. Cut so it can move in that case, we won't really check the body. The painting machine. It looks like a machine used to paint exosols. It smells kind of like paint thinner. It looks the same as before, probably not related to the case. Okay. There's an exosol right in the middle of the hangar. The hatch is open as well. The cockpit is exposed. So this is what it looks inside, huh? It's small, but big enough for one person. Huh? The hatch is open? How strange. Only the monocubs can turn off the electric lock and open the hatch.
Huh?
Only the monocubs can open the hatch? Normally, the monocubs are the only ones who can pilot the exosols. Normally being the key word. Because of that electro hammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up. Have you mentioned this to anyone else? Nope, no one's asked me about it either. And even if I had been asked, it would have been irrelevant information to you anyway. An electronic lock of the hatch that only monocubs can disable. Which must be why only the monocubs can control the exosols. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the exosol. This one's not open. The red exosol is completely still.
Hey,
Shuichi, it's dangerous there. If you go near that thing, you might be torn apart. No, it shouldn't move anymore. Not without the monocubs or Kokichi. So it's just a pile of scrap then. Jeez, don't scare me like that. Maybe I should just tear this hunk of junk apart with my magic. But I suppose that if Kokichi was alive, he could move it at any time by remote. But why didn't you say that so sooner? That's if Kokichi is alive. But the remote control Kokichi has for the exosols, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? It's a panel that controls the alarm system and electrical barrier. I don't see any reason to turn it back on now. Okay. Let's look at the pile of traces of blood. What's this? A blood stain? There's a faint trail of blood leading to the press, a swipe pattern as if dragged. It looks like it's coming from the bathroom. This blood stain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. Yep, I didn't mean to look at that. I meant to look at this. The washing machine. This looks like a car wash. I imagine it's cleaning exosoles. It doesn't look like it's been used. Okay, let's check the bathroom. This is the bathroom. Now that I think about it. No, I'm locked up in this bathroom, but Kokichi is just outside that door. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito might have been left some kind of clue here. No, he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. There's the crossbow. Only a crossbow? This is one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? Poison from my lab? There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty.
If I remember correctly,
I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it. I can't read it completely, but I can see the word poison.
Could it be?
And if it's poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with this case. There are arrows on the floor of the bathroom. 3 in total, and blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? A blood stain. A puddle of blood in the center of the room, and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could this mean? A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. It's a small window, and it doesn't open all the way. No one would have been able to fit through there.
Well,
I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have been able to escape by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through. Does the toilet have anything of concern? Oh, I didn't even see the black case. Ah, this case. Oh, what's that black case over there? As if backing away from the conversation, Kaito headed to the far shelf. What's in it? Is it some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? Alright, I finished investigating the bathroom. There are more clues than I thought there would be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And the 3 bloody arrows. These arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are all 3 bloody? And that bottle of poison. What could that have been used for? There's still so much I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky. Okay, we should go to Maki's lab and then go to my lab. Or go to, yeah, since Maki's lab is closer.
What?
I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? The way you are now, you might start accusing people because you can't believe Kaito's death.
no.
That's not... I don't want to hear your excuses or anything else. Just don't talk to me. If you keep bugging me, I'll give you an afro hair with my magic. You're She's awfully stubborn. Is she that suspicious of everything now? Or is there a reason she doesn't want to talk to anyone? The Monokuma file this time barely has any information in it at all.
Okay.
It won't be much of use to us.
Jeez.
It's so useless, he probably shouldn't have even gone out of his way to give it to us. Oh dang. It's fine, it's fine. A mascot's appearance at a murder scene brings a sense of relief and peace of mind. He popped out.
Jeez.
What an attention hog. Of course I want attention. I'm the mascot, for crying out loud. And yet I've appeared fewer times than that plain Jane Tsumugi over there. It'd be false advertising if I didn't appear as often as I can, you know. Advertising? What advertising?
No.
Ignore it. Let's just focus on the investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? Didn't I investigate everything already? Pretty sure I looked at everything. Toilet, green exisal, red one. I've looked at everything. Looks like a car wash. I might have to clean its case.
Oh my.
What else am I supposed to be looking for? Is that obvious and I just don't see it? The cable? No? I changed that setting. Sorry, the cursor just like moves to whatever is closest to highlight. Controls shooter. Danganronpa. What? Okay. Vibration, voice change. Display fixed, turn. Guess I can't change it. What's this? Like, what does it mean dress up? So we'll record any statements and events at the end. Oh. Okay, I need to get this out of the way because it's annoying me. Have I not hovered over? Have over 50% of the gifts. I think there's still things here to investigate. Like what? A sleeve sticking out of the press cut to a sleeve. In that case, the victim must be.
No.
Hasn't been determined yet. Looks like the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press. Only sleeve sticking out, no part of the victim's body is visible. They crushed completely? If so, the only sleeve remains. What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. A hole in the sleeve. What could this be? There we go. Can't check the body, so I don't have any clues to work with. I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. Whoa, what? Right here, there's still questions. The truth is still so far out of reach. I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues. I should investigate other areas. So the areas outside the hangar. Yeah, I know, game. I know, game. The alarm system is off. He must still be affected by the electro bomb.
Alright.
I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues somewhere. Yep, there is. Right there, but I'll talk to Kibo first. I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Shuichi.
Okay.
I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I needed to ask Kibo.
Hey!
Kibo, before you went to the hangar this morning, you said... So I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? It went about well. It went about as well as I suspected. Jesus Christ. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. You said you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Yes. Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exosols returning to the hangar.
Okay.
Yes, you said the exosols could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exosol, I saw someone heading toward the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw Himiko.
I was in my lab, trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands. I think it was a black bag.
A black bag?
Oh.
I...
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi. And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it.
But...
After seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. What did you see?
Why?
She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her.
You're right.
True, it is suspicious.
Hey!
You said you saw her come back as well? Was she holding the bag at that time?
well...
Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in, but not leaving. It has to be that black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, this is a little off topic, Shuichi, but...
Huh?
What is it?
As I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb. But it was because the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction, such as hay fever.
Which means...
So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Right, that must be it. So that thing Himiko was bothering him. It really is a bit too sensitive. And this. So scratched. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with the electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right. What are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? How are they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you even get close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? I have a feeling that it was Maki. Should I check the window from out here? This is the bathroom window. It is the hangar's only window, and it's not possible to fit through.
I knew it.
It means the only way to get into the hangar is through the shutter. Are the exosols still here? Still there? The exosol isn't showing any signs of moving. If Kokichi is alive, he could use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for the exosols, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? Oh. There's an electro hammer here, but why? And it's out of power. It must have been used. But used for what?
Well,
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you used it against an exosol, you'll run out of juice with just one shot, got it?
If I remember
If the electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. I remember the sight I saw yesterday. Exosol's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said he was the mastermind. The exosols should have been around him. So why are they still protecting Monokuma? and 4 of them too. I suppose I was caught up thinking about Kokichi. I ignored Monokuma. Pay attention! Listen up! Take heed, I say! Monokuma,
And another
it's just, I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi.
Huh?
You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store.
No way!
But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exisouls wouldn't have attacked you.
Hey!
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak,
Cuz
because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone is going there, and this is the same.
Wait!
Not that, I meant about the Exisouls not attacking us.
yeah?
At the time, the Exisouls were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
Hey,
Their movements are more limited now that the Monocubs aren't around to pilot them.
Huh?
Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
well...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Exisouls were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma?
Hey!
Why are you telling me all this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
Hey,
But we're not talking about that, we're talking about this.
yeah.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way, it'll be fair to all participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. By the way, renting movies is so old school, it's more thrilling to illegally download them.
Psycho!
It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during... Why? This information about the Exisouls could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Anything over here? No. Anything over here? Investigate all around real quick. Okay, don't see anything. Investigated thoroughly inside. I should check around the hangar now. Didn't I already do that? Didn't I already look inside the hangar? What exactly did I witness here? I know for certain that the Exisouls are being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But why were they focusing on Monokuma? Is it the same thing as the big one? Yep. What am I supposed to look at now? Ceiling? I missed something over here by the window. Can't use the secret look at everything function.
That's
Before I saw the Exisol in the hangar last night, I saw Himiko heading toward the hangar. Yep. Okay. We already have that. Do I need to go back and talk to Himiko? They're all facing different ways. Why can't I leave? What am I missing? I've investigated thoroughly inside. I should check inside the hangar now. The hangar? The place I was just at? In here? Hangar shutter. Security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable to get near the shutter. You come here with the shutter. The alarm will go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor in the arm. That's how we got into the hangar. It's not exactly a bomb, though, even if it's called an electro bomb. It jams electronic signals by scattering particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves. For 2 hours, any and all electronic devices within 50 yards will be completely disabled. It's perfect for any secret activities, too, since it doesn't leave any debris behind. This invention is extraordinary, but I only have three of them. So I need to use them carefully. You guys will have to settle for the electro hammers. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs in total. One of them was stolen by Maki, but what about the other 2? Well, I was concerned with the hangar, but I still have no clues. There has to be more. Alright, Maki's lab and my lab. Crossbow in the bathroom, poison bottle. I need to investigate those leads. I should inspect the 3 exosols that were protecting Monokuma. That may relate to the case as well. Considering I already searched them, I'm pretty sure we're all good there. So I'm gonna try to leave and see if it'll let me. Thank you. Jeez. I keep thinking that statue is someone. Okay, here I go. First we'll check out Maki's lab, since hers is going to be closer, and then we'll check out my lab. I still want to see if we can get into Rantaro's lab. I mean, there's no reason for us not to, since we already know everything. Is she in here, or is she somewhere else? I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone. Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. It's because Kaito had them. As I suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to one in the hangar. They're cases for the crossbows. The crossbows are inside, but disassembled. It looks as if they don't even fit in the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. When I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure that Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him.
That's true.
In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here, which means someone must have brought it to the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put together the crossbow. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
I think I'll think about that later. For now, I need to investigate. I feel as though there are a lot less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone here? I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. We already read that. Because Kaito had them. Okay. There is a pistol missing. Look at all these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. Okay, well I guess we're done with Maki's lab. Figured, there'd be more, but I guess not. Go check on my lab next. Assuming Maki is going to be up here. Doesn't have to do anything in the case. I only have a limited time to investigate. Can't get distracted. Okay. Okay. That bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm that it came from here. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of my lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. Hmm? There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. The label says Strike 9 Poison. This bottle contains takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. Oh. There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only one dose, and each one only works on a specific person.
Well,
I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poisons, so there must be true for antidotes. Strike 9 poison and antidotes. That is disconcerting. None of these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean?
all right.
I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence that suggests Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be.
No.
It's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Okay. Do you know how long it took me just to freaking... Oh, hey, well, at least that thing was gone. There was a floating debris right here. Do you know how long it takes me just to get back up, get back down there? Oh, I didn't even know those moved. It's even more concerning. Okay, just looking. Just taking a tiny glance. Let's wander back down. Level up. It's another reason to walk around. I still don't know what leveling up does. It doesn't seem to do anything. I'm assuming this will be the last trial, unless they pull a Danganronpa 1, and they have this be like the Bukuro Ikusaba trial, and then there's going to be one more after. Meow. 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 Okay, I'll stop. Just do it super loud. Meow. I like that we move super fast here, so we don't have to, it doesn't take as long. K1B0 isn't there anymore. Okay, everyone's in here now.
Shuichi!
Oh, Shuichi, can you come with me?
What happened?
Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry. He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? Maki, why is it so easy for you to believe Kaito is dead? Was it because you killed him? Alright, Kibo, what is it? The toilet? There is something on the toilet.
Hey!
Kibo, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this. It's Kokichi's outfit. These are Kokichi's clothes? It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's.
But...
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked?
Well...
The toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out these clothes. It looked like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way? Why are these clothes in the toilet in the first place?
Yeah.
It was very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
okay.
Yeah. Clog the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
Is something the matter? Please investigate.
Okay.
Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue.
Alright.
I made up my mind, grabbed Kokichi's soaked clothes, and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back. And another small hole in the sleeve. This is about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case,
No.
there's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you. Thank you. This is a very important clue.
Well,
Oh, I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking your hands. That hand of yours.
No.
Your hands aren't clean either, though. But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? And why is this game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Shuichi, can I leave and give you some privacy?
Huh?
You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. Maki. Okay, well.
Alright.
Now that we're out of the bathroom, we can get a lot more thinking done.
Okay.
Right. Sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. It looks like left sleeve sticking out is the hydraulic press. The only sleeve is sticking out. No part of the victim's body is visible. Were they crushed completely? So that only means the sleeve remains. Looking closely, the sleeve has a single small hole in it. A small hole in the sleeve. What could that cause that? 20 times investigate, it's all, can't check the body, so only clues to work with. What all am I supposed to look at now? Himiko? Himiko, you're suspicious. I clicked on the washing machine somehow.
What?
You and Kibo both look refreshed now.
Gross.
Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom. Even now, you can't help yourselves, huh?
That's true.
This is all Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now.
Hey!
It's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi? I wonder. I haven't heard from anyone else.
I see.
I wonder where he went off to. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there.
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi?
Huh?
Seems
I mean,
like
your face says you want to think that,
it's plain to
but
see.
I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating all of us from the start. I can't believe someone like that could have been killed by Kaito. Of course, I don't mean to fully compliment Kokichi or making fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know. You're probably right. Tsumugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died. But I'm certain that one of them must have. Dong, bing, bong. Bing, bong, bing, dong.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
I wonder if they're both dead. Everyone needs to be there? That means Kokichi or Kaito. Whoever is alive will be there.
Then...
At the trial, we'll know who the victim is. Yeah, I wonder if they're both dead. Right now, my top suspect is Maki. Even though Himiko is the one with evidence against her, I still think it's Maki. Okay, just checking. By the way, oh sorry, I thought that was some weird. This has been the shortest investigation so far. Most investigations have taken an hour or more. This investigation took like 40 minutes. And then there were 5. This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kokichi aren't here.
What's the point?
I bet Kokichi is already there.
You bastard.
As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive.
Do you wanna die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki,
Well,
this is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to despair.
you don't know?
6 of us will participate, and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. That's right. We're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
But we can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi, no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice? Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know we can't lose to despair, but something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us? If it was Kaito. I still have a feeling we're in some kind of simulation or something, considering about those flashbacks Shuichi had where he had like a thing wrapped around his brain and he was like, I just want to die or whatever. And then my thinking is the voice Kibo has in his head are people from the outside speaking to him since he's the ultimate robot. We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into the open doors. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite the despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now, what do we do? What do we do now? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival.
That's nice.
A battle like this takes me back. After all, I hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is truly a magnificent theme. only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this.
Why?
Where's Kokichi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't. This looks a lot like the first game. Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts.
What?
What's going on? What are you scheming now?
No.
It doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming. This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but will never give up. Hope will never submit to despair. Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know.
Shut up.
Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end it with this class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair, no matter what. So get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Now, let's get started! Mix equal parts life and death. Add a dash of lies and truth. Bake it in fires of conflict. And when it's golden brown and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decadent class trial. And once more, we faced a class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe. Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this truth, in this trial of truth and lies. Gee, I keep messing it up every time. Would you like to save? Yes, I would really like to save. Thank you for letting me save, game. It's very kind of you. Okay, skills. What skill did we get from Maki? I don't remember. Cooperative. Science is all conversation. It's glare. Life or death. Makes it easier to push the opponent back during blade lock. Effective during rebuttal showdown. Requires one fragment. It's deferred. What? Yeah. Wait, what? I don't remember having to buy the ones I unlock from... Yeah, I don't remember having to buy the ones that... Oh, financing. That's the one I got. Increase the amount of mono coins obtained after class trials. Oh, I don't have enough slots. I'd have to take something off. It doesn't matter anyway. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Now I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live. And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Seriously?
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique circumstances?
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous.
Okay.
After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry. The person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? The Blacken is the mastermind, Kokichi.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
I want to see what Gonta's ex looks like.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth. Here I go. 6 truth bullets now? No, still 5.
The victim has to be Kaito.
No one had seen Kokichi the entire investigation or up until the start of the class trial.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito. And the culprit must be Kokichi!
Okay, I think I know what to fire out.
Really good guy today. Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells.
There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor. It's too early to declare the victim is.
The victim has to be Kaito. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Oh my god, stop game. Jesus Christ. Alright, the only problem about this playing like this is the freaking sometimes the buttons decide they want to get stuck for some reason. That's why sometimes the X button goes and keeps.
Kokichi can't be the because there's no evidence.
No, that's wrong.
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito is still alive. Either way, it seems Maki is hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on the evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito is alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Yeah? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes.
That's it!
Same markings as on Kokichi's.
Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press? If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that body?
Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Why are you being a bit?
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves, so when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Maki's claim appears solid, but I know it's not. She's wrong. We can't conclude Kaito is dead on that evidence.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms...
I gotta... hold on. A single small hole can be found sticking out of this.
His coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Maki's claim appears to be solid, but I know it's not. She's wrong. We can't conclude Kaito is dead on that evidence.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
There we go. Yeah, I was about to say, but it didn't. But the thing didn't say anything about his arm.
Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally. And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes. Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems you made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over. Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
Is it Kaito? An exisal? That's the suspect?
An exisal?
What? Why is an exisal here?
Haha, whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kind of dozed off. That's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie! You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself!
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself. I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
What if Kaito is secretly the mastermind all along?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly the moment the victim died.
What did you say?
Alrighty then! Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma! Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the exasol, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this? I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed.
Ew.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions.
Okay, going to X is normal. That's what I was curious
Just the play,
about.
record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
See, if it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
Okay. Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death. I can't believe he died with his guts and his brains splattered all over that machine.
You.
Stop it! No, I'm
Why did you
starting
sound
to
like you were
not
into
feel
that?
well. It's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you. I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why? Why was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He had just told us that he was the mastermind and that the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exasol.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
What?
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exasol after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided? Is it okay that this trial was so short?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes to...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right. The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for this situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us? That's not possible!
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said! I'm actually not the culprit!
Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
Yepers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage! It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious? What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just gonna leave it at that?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death. What a horrible video.
Whoever committed that crime was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Kokichi killed Kaito at the hydraulic press. That's the consensus right now. But is that even possible?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We saw that footage from earlier.
Kaito got crushed to death. What a horrible video.
And I ran out as soon as I was about to frickin' fire.
There's no doubt. Footage from
Kaito got crushed to death.
How'd it miss?
What a horrible video.
How did the...
Whoever committed that crime
Oh my god.
was with Kaito in the hangar. Which just leaves Kokichi then. Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
There's no doubt that
Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right? Kaito got crushed to death.
No, that's wrong. God, I knew the right answer. It just took so freaking long to hit the button.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No. I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and Exosol's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, there's a clue that suggests the victim was killed before he was being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. Around the hydraulic press? Oh, the bloodstain.
This is it!
I got it!
There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged. The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death. Looking closely at Kaito's clothes will give us the cause of death. True, Kaito's sleeve is the clues. We should go off though.
Oh no!
What? What's the question? What piece of evidence is linked to the cause of death? The mark on the...
There!
Okay, just because I was a little off.
The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
What?
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden? I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve.
This is it!
I got it!
I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair?
Are you secretly Junko? What?
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way. If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see. So I'm the...
I know where to fire.
Who shot the crossbow? What a mystery!
Who else but you?
This needs to be fired. From inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
What did you say? But put plainly, that means...
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it? Is that what a detective does?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends? It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial too. You're always suspicious of your friends.
He told me to be. He's like, that's what you gotta be a good detective.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi.
Why does everyone keep
The despair
interrupting me?
escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes. What? Are you after my small hole too?
What?
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Look at it this way. Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbows. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Well, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am.
What?
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right? You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted. Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect. I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious.
I will agree to that. She has been acting the most suspicious. Besides Himiko right now.
Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit! I swear! Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too! They're both the culprits!
Why am I a suspect? Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit. Maybe I'm the
I'm the
culprit!
culprit.
Maybe I'm the culprit.
Why am
I'm the number one suspect, because I was in the hangar.
I was only replenishing my magic! What do you mean?
Then
not
explain the
replenishing my
crossbow.
magic? There's a good magic source gotten it from your research lab. So I went
Then
there
who
and found
That's
it.
the number one suspect.
Rip. That is not what I wanted to fire that at.
Kokichi
And I
did
left
The one who
this
shot
in.
Kaito. I was in the hangar.
If you were... Then who
I'm
actually
the number
brought
one
it?
suspect.
I heard it!
Sorry, I had to listen.
You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed, but that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No! That was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as me!
She can't, remember?
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Himiko. This is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it! It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Stop it.
Not you! If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying!
That is true. But we can't. But can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously. Okay.
I'm not the culprit!
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
Another true statement.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo.
Why does this all sound so fishy? Ah! 'Cause Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
To hit Kaito with the crossbow, you'd have to be fairly good with it. Could Himiko have done this? That's the question.
Not the culprit!
She didn't know how to put it together.
Yeah, I totally.
I only carried the case. And I didn't even use
I missed.
Another true
Oh my
statement.
god. Gimme hey Kokichi.
Yeah, I totally.
I carried the case.
Yep, that's.
And I didn't even
I missed.
Another true
Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to hit it. Oh my. Okay, don't stick, controller. God damn, it took too long.
I don't think Himiko used the crossbow.
Couldn't use
She
it.
couldn't use it.
Why not?
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
She didn't teach me that. Right, Maki? What's wrong? Are you mad about before? thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that. I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now! She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Asked to? Perhaps the person who asked was...
That's it!
I got it!
Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
Cause I know you like me.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
But I like you.
Hey! Don't play with Himiko's heart!
But to think that Kaito asked Himiko to do that. Maybe Kaito is trying to keep the promise we made yesterday? Don't you worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys are working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like. This is way
Oh my
beyond bullying a
God.
grade school crush.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him across.
TMI.
That one part was, you know what? Never mind. So if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi? No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow? I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorms.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that.
This is it!
On his cloths.
Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes in the back and sleeve. The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
So Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too? Then it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but...
It doesn't matter.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? If so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. It doesn't matter what happened in the middle. 'Cause in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
It what?
Ha! Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi. But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys! The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
What? What's going on?
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all. There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Whoa there.
Whoop. Oh, she
Yo,
just changed.
You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that
Well, can't
so?
you, like, poke your head out?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
Kaito was alive after all? No, maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does that story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-responded answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. What? I don't know. How am I supposed to know this? What? What? I feel like this is something like it's gonna be, it doesn't matter anyway, but I still don't know. I gotta think for a second. Jesus. Is it Kaito or is it freaking Kokichi? Hold on, let me turn this down. Because it do be a little loud though. I mean, it would be obvious if it was Kokichi. I still think there's a possibility that they're both dead. I don't know why, but it's just something that's going through my mind right now. I think that maybe Kokichi killed Kaito and then Maki killed Kokichi or something along those lines. What? I don't know. Okay. I want to believe it's Kaito. I'm trying. I really am. But I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito.
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi? Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito. Kaito's already dead.
Despair will never die! Good, good! This is already more entertaining! Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present... All right!
Okay. Rebuttal Showdown. Or no, Debate Scrum. Rebuttal Showdown is the Blade one. How will this work with the Exisal? Oh, I forgot it has its own platform. Wait, how are we evenly split?
I suspect that Kaito is inside the Exisal.
I've got this! Unless he comes out of the Exisal, we can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the Exisal because he's injured.
Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Yeah?
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Ugh.
Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
Sorry.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I've got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the Mastermind, but...
The Mastermind is still alive. Inside that Exisal.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I've got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
Here we go. There we go. I love Debate Scrum. Debate Scrum is so good.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Then the one here is...
Looks like I messed around too much.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
What a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but... What do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then! Let the debate begin!
Alright. Here we go.
When the crossbow fired, what was even going on?
As if you need to ask, you were there! The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one!
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
No, that's wrong.
Wait, Himiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow, so...
What?
Are you positive?
Of course! There's no way I got that wrong!
Well then, that's strange, because... there were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
3? I know I only gave him one! Kaito even told me to only bring him one. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said she only brought 1. What is going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them. So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Then where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think! I need to think. Psych taxi. Ooh, this area looks more Tron than any other area. So much easier to control. We're in the way. Oh, I can slow down. I didn't even realize. How many arrows did Himiko give Kaito? Okay. Rip. Got it. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Get out of my way. I still hit it. I was close to not hitting it though. Dang it. There we go. Who brought the 2 arrows? I don't think it was Kokichi. What the crap happened? I don't know what it looked like for y'all, but for me, all sound just cut out and my microphone input stopped, so I don't know what happened.
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaido was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for a third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
It was completely closed off? But can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way. Some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Alright, I know what the answer is. I spelled it wrong. I got it! Here's my answer.
That's it! The Exisol! The Exisol could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exisols, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exisol.
I saw an Exisol enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an Exisol?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an Exisol. After all, the hangar is where the Exisols are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an Exisol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an Exisol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the Exisol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an Exisol and entered the hangar? But can just anyone pilot an Exisol?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. You use both hands, both feet, and both nipples. You can do it.
Nipples too?
Anyway, this third party commandeered an Exisol and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other
Maki.
2 arrows with them.
That hammer must be hers. She used it last night, and that's why she didn't have it in the dining hall.
I told you that's impossible.
Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible.
Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me?
If someone was piloting the exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exisal really that difficult?
Nope, you just gotta use your
Do
nipples.
you know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
No, that's wrong. I say it every time.
Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the exisals.
That electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exisals at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. Crowbar must have used the electro hammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I can think could do that. Why do I keep going the complete wrong way?
It's you!
I mean, it's gotta be.
Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exisal, it'll run out of juice with just one shot, got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electro hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather use a weapon I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You got a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic.
Did she say I'll kill your logic? I can't check.
Why are you doing this?
What?
Why are you getting in my way?
getting in your way. Maki, what are you...
Yes,
I'm the third party, huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisal, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit.
We didn't say you were.
You're right.
Rip.
I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there.
Why can't I aim upward?
However,
There we go.
I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
What is going on with my controller? So she's not listening to me, but it came back down.
You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
So she's not listening to me.
You're right.
I can't
I
freaking.
used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back.
Missed
An
it.
arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
I don't want to think Maki is the culprit. I want to believe her. But the way she's scrambling to defend herself.
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back.
Why is the game not letting me
Arrows to
move
each of those
this?
spots
Oh, it's because
wouldn't result
I'm
in a
losing
fatal
ground.
injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon.
Oh no!
So close, I couldn't be. Oh, I couldn't.
You're right.
And I missed it again.
I used the electro hammer. I used the exisal to enter too.
Oh my
I
god.
also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
No use. She's not listening to me.
You're right. I used the electro hammer. And I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
Hit it! Jesus Christ!
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds.
They were on his arm and back.
An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit. The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots
Jesus
wouldn't
Christ.
result in a fatal injury.
And it didn't work. I used it before. How would you know?
Damn it!
Okay.
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow
Oh my
to each
God.
of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit.
The way she's scrambling to defend herself.
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury. arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back.
Oh, the poison.
An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
Here we go.
I'll cut through your words.
Man, why was that so hard?
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
Poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit? There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito? I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
That's the sacrifice that Maki is talking about, must be. All of us. Never mind then.
That's it! She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer. Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit? She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
Nope.
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then, what really happened?
Maki, please tell us. Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining
I was
the
about to
mood.
say.
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
I was about to say. And we're going to end this stream here. I'm going to stream directly after. Hopefully we'll have enough time to complete the class trial. But until then, I will see you all later. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.